What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick. Portal's open, brother. Go invade. Cactus here. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to support the channel, and let me know what you think my next intro should be. That comment section is out of control. Alright, today, the Iron Banner has just arrived for the first time within Season of the Lost, and it brings with it two brand new Iron Banner weapons to earn. No reissues, totally new weapons. So what we're going to do in this video is take a look at these weapons' starting stats and what perks they can spawn with to determine their PvE and PvP god rolls so you guys know what to farm for. So let's start here with the Peacebond legendary Stasis Sidearm, and it belongs to the Adaptive Frame 491 rounds per minute sidearm archetype. So it's actually a 3-round burst. Now it's really important that this is Stasis because the only other competition it has for its archetype in that primary kinetic slot is actually the high albedo that drops from Europa. And taking a look at the Peacebond's starting stats, it actually beats out the high albedo by a ton. It has 2 more range, but nearly 10 more starting stability. So right off the bat, you have a huge advantage for using this sidearm. Then if we move on to the perks, we also have some great options. Starting us off with the barrels, they are pretty much what you would expect. When you're looking for a barrel on a sidearm, especially one like this, you're really prioritizing range and normally stability, but because this thing has so much stability, you could go with something like hammer forged rifling to just increase the range, or even full bore, because you can handle that stability decrease. You have enough to spare. But moving on to that first perk slot we have here, Accurized Rounds, which is going to give you that plus 10 to range, great for PvP. But then we have Appended and Extended, great for PvE, and the rest are kind of just okay. Moving on to that first main perk column, we start things off with Tunnel Vision. This was added last season, where reloading after defeating a target greatly increases target acquisition and ADS speed. That's pretty darn good. We also have Subsistence, a PvE all-star, which gives you ammo back for defeating targets. Pulse Monitor I would skip, and then we have Killing Wind to boost mobility and range after kills, great for PvP, and we also have Rangefinder giving you a base range increase. This is fantastic for PvP, and then Under Pressure, not too much of a fan of this. In that second perk column, we start things off with Surrounded to provide a damage bonus. If there's multiple enemies around you, that can be especially good in PvE. Swashbuckler for damage bonuses after getting kills. Scales right up to ×5 if you get a melee kill, pretty decent in both PvE and PvP. We've got Demolitionist to give you grenade energy. We've got the brand new Harmony. Final blows with other weapons improve this weapon's damage and performance for a short duration. Then we've got Snapshot Sights for faster ADS time. And lastly, because this is Stasis, we have the brand new perk Headstone. Precision Final Blows spawn a Stasis Crystal at the victim's location. Okay, a lot going on there. What is the PvP god roll? Well, I think you're going for a barrel to maximize your range, something like Hammer Forged, Full Bore, or even Extended Barrel. And then I think you're definitely going for Accurized Rounds because you have more than enough stability. And then I really do think you're going for Rangefinder. That base constant range increase is going to be fantastic. And then after that, you actually have a lot of choices. The things that stand out to me are, firstly, Swashbuckler for just a very, good damage increase. It's been in the game for forever. We know it's good. But Harmony, this brand new perk, is going to allow you to use a sidearm how Bungie kind of intended, is to get kills with another weapon. Let's say you're using double primaries, you're getting kills with, the Vex Mythic class, and then when you get that kill, you can switch to your sidearm, which is going to automatically have a damage increase. So when you do panic swap, you get a huge advantage if you do have Harmony. So that's definitely something I would consider. But I would really also consider Headstone. This is a stasis weapon. It's one of the first of its kind. They were just added this season, so this is what is going to make this weapon unique. And spawning a stasis crystal for doing something so simple as a precision final blow is really powerful. Not only can you destroy that stasis crystal, which is going to act almost like a grenade and damage nearby enemies, but there is so many synergies involved in your stasis subclasses that have to do with popping stasis crystals. You know, you produce shards, you do all of this stuff, so that is definitely something I would also recommend. Moving on to the PvE god roll, the barrel doesn't matter as much. Something like small bore or hammer forge would be great. You really don't want to lose stats here. Then I think you're definitely going for appended mag would be the best, but extended would also be good. Increasing that magazine size is always great. And then in that first column, I think you're really going for subsistence. Like, this perk is really good in PvE. You can basically go infinite when you're getting kills with subsistence. You're getting so much ammo back. You'll never need to reload. And then, well, you could go with Swashbuckler or Surrounded for just a great overall roll, but I would almost be inclined to also go with Headstone. Being able to spawn stasis crystals is also great in PvE, and again, it really synergizes with your stasis builds. So that is a really unique and really powerful role this thing can get. However, it is time to move on from there to the Forge's Pledge Legendary Energy Pulse Rifle. So this is actually an adaptive frame 390 rounds per minute archetype. Unlike the Peacebond, the stats here are really average. Doesn't stand out, but also really doesn't fall behind too much. But moving on from there to the perks. Firstly, in terms of barrels, again, it's pretty much what you would expect. On these types of weapons, you really do want range and stability. So something like full bore may not be what you want, especially if you're on console, but hammer forged is going to be great, and frankly, so is something like small bore. Then in that first column, you could go with accurized rounds for boosted range in PvP, or frankly, steady rounds also would be decent in PvP if you want more stability, again, especially if you're on console. But an extended mag perk is what you want for PvE. Then moving on from there to the first main perk column, we actually start things off with auto-loading holster. Now, this is fine, but really not what you want for a pulse rifle. Zen Moment increasing the stability is okay, quick draw's not bad, but Surplus really stands out here, boosting your handling, reload speed, and stability for each fully charged ability. Tunnel Vision improving your target acquisition and ADS speed could also be very good, and Heating Up providing a huge bonus to weapon stability and accuracy after getting a kill is also quite good. We then go to the second column and we start things off with Rampage. Classic damage increasing perk, stacks up to 3 times, you get it after every kill. Then we have Wellspring to boost your ability energy. This is fine. We've got Snapshot Sights to improve ADS time. Then we have Multi-Kill Clip, where it's going to grant a damage bonus after reloading based on the kills beforehand. We then have Unrelenting, which is going to heal you after kills. And lastly, we have Elemental Capacitor to provide a bunch of different bonuses based on what subclass you're using. Okay, so what is the PvP god roll? Well, because this is an adaptive frame, that's the same archetype as the Bygones, and this archetype takes damage bonuses really well because it becomes a 2-burst kill with a slight damage increase. So you're definitely going for something like Hammer Forged or Small Bore to increase that range but not hurt your stability. Then probably Accurized Rounds is what you want. After that, you've got a lot of good choices, frankly. Surplus would be great. Tunnel Vision would be great, and Heating Up would be great. I would consider all 3 of those choices to be top tier, but I would kind of maybe lean towards Heating Up or Surplus personally. After that, I think, again, you're really going for that damage increase, so you want either Rampage or, frankly, Multi-Kill Clip. The old school Bygones with Outlaw plus Kill Clip that was added back with Forsaken, that absolutely dominated the Crucible for like an entire year. That thing was fantastic. This might just be the spiritual successor. If you are going for multi-kill clip, I would actually lean more towards Surplus because that will provide a reload speed benefit as well. And obviously, if you're using a kill clip, being able to reload right away and get to that damage bonus as quickly as possible is very advantageous. Now, as for a PvE god roll, the barrel doesn't matter as much. I think you're going for either appended or extended mag, and then Frankly, you could go for something like Surplus again. Like, being able to reload very fast is great, and honestly, you'd probably still be going for Rampage and or multi-kill clip just because you also want a damage bonus in PvE. Frankly, I think Rampage is going to be, much better in PvE. It's just a lot easier to trigger and keep up consistently. So guys, that is it for my recommendations on the 2 new Iron Banner weapons. I hope you guys enjoyed, found this informative, and if you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.